front row here. One, you can pass it down here. Go right in the center.
Ty, James Boyd, The Athletic. Obviously, a lot of talk about your calf, and you have to decide whether to play or not, things like that. But you are an inherently unselfish player. I would imagine your parents raised you to be unselfish as a person. But how much selfishness do you have to have in a moment like this to go out there and play, and how much selfishness is good selfishness to have as a high-level athlete?
I mean, I just look at it as, I want to be out there to compete with my brothers. These are guys that I'm willing to go to war with, and we've had such a special year, and we have a special bond as a group. And, I think I'd beat myself up if I didn't give it a chance, I just wanted to be out there and fight, and just had to have an honest conversation with coach that, if I didn't look like myself and, was hurting the team, like, sit me down. Like, that's obviously I want to be on the floor, but I want to win, more than anything. So I just had to have an honest conversation with coach. But yeah, I want to be on the floor, and if I have the ability to, if I can, like I said, if I can walk, then I want to be out there. So I just want to be out there with my brothers to compete, and those guys have my back, and I feel like I have theirs at the same time. So that was important for me.
Again in the front.
Tyrese Saki with The Athletic. This team has never been this close to an NBA championship in its history. You've talked with Reggie about how much that would mean to you personally. How do you weigh that over the next 48, 70 hours with the focus it's going to need to win in their place in Game 7?
Yeah, just not trying to look at it from like a big picture thing, not trying to look at it in that way necessarily. Like, we got one game. It's nothing that's happened before matters, and nothing that's going to happen after matters. It's all about that one game. So just trying to approach it the right way. For the next couple days, it's going to be, the narratives are going to be almost poison, to talk about what this would mean to our city and our organization and legacy talk, and we played so well, and now the pressure's on. Like, it's going to, what I mean? There's going to be, narratives that we can't really pay attention to. We got to control what we can. So much of these games has come down to, who's going to start the fight from a physicality standpoint and, take care of the ball better, rebound the ball better. Those are important things that we need to focus on. So, I don't even want to say, like, celebrate this one tonight, move on. Like, it's done with. We did our job to take care of home court, and we got to be ready to compete in Game 7.
Dustin here on the left.
Dustin DePierre, Indy Star. Ty, you talked about just whether you felt like yourself or not. I guess how close or how far did you feel to yourself? How long did it take you to kind of adjust to whatever you were dealing with and had to compensate for? And what do you feel like you managed to kind of put together to just figure out to deal with what with the calf muscle and what you were?
Yeah, I don't know. That's really for you guys to analyze as far as what you think about how I performed. I was just trying to come out and impact the game in any way I could. Still trying to be who I am at the same time. But obviously, yeah, I'm dealing with something. But nobody cares. They don't care. I don't care. So we gotta get the games. We gotta take care. We took care of business today, but you gotta get ready for Game 7. That's a really exciting time.
Ramona over here.
Tyrese, Ramona Shelburne, ESPN. You mentioned the narratives are going to be poison for you guys the next couple of days. Keep your focus here. I noticed just on your social media, you haven't. I think your last post was June 6th, right? Maybe Game 1. Have you stayed off that altogether? Have you been able to avoid much input coming into you from the outside world?
Yeah, I've tried my best. I don't have the apps or anything. I'll be honest, sometimes I got to log on to Twitter to see what's going on with like WWE or certain other stuff, honestly. But no, I trying to stay off as much as I can and just not pay attention to the outside noise as much as much as I can, as much as we can as a group. So, all that matters is the opinions of the guys in the locker room and what our focus will be over these next 48 hours. Yeah, I deleted the apps. Correct. Yeah.
David in front.
Tyrese, can you walk us through the last 48 hours, where you've been, who has been with you as his round-the-clock treatment has proceeded, whether it was in the training room or at your house or wherever it was?
Yeah. Trying to think. After the game, went to sleep, woke up, went to hyperbaric chamber, got an MRI, had a meeting with a couple specialists and my agents in the organization, and then the next day more treatment at the gym, more stuff at the gym. Try to get some shots yesterday, and then just round the clock, at hyperbaric again. Then Carl and Justin, been at my house, coming and putting the H-wave on me and doing a bunch of treatment that way. I was trying to, and then this morning, hyperbaric again. Usually not a game day hyperbaric person, but I was trying to give myself the best shot that I could coming into today. And then just more H-wave, more treatment at the house. There's just, we got a lot of people who, take care of me. And we have an elite medical staff. So it's been really good to have those guys, at my house helping however they can. My family's been on me. They call me and they're like, "Are you doing treatment right now?" I'm like, I'm about to play the game. Like, put something on your leg, So my family's been holding me accountable at the same time. So just trying to take care of it the best I could.
Tim, the back left.
Tim Reynolds, AP. Tyrese at 10 and 15, and then you guys overcome that. You were supposed to lose to Cleveland. That didn't happen. You're dragging your leg the other night. Like, how just when you look at everything, how crazy is it that there is just one game left and you're in it?
Yeah, it's exciting, man. It's so exciting. As a basketball fan, there's nothing like a Game 7. There's nothing like a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Dreamed of being in this situation my whole life, so to be here is really exciting for me and our group. And, like I said, what's happened in the past doesn't matter. What happened today doesn't matter. It's all about one game, and approaching that the right way. So everybody's got to take care of their bodies. Good couple film sessions, good preparation, to get ready for that, and let the cards fall where they may. It's already written. We've worked our tails off to get here, and just got to trust the work that we've put in. And yeah, man, I wouldn't want to go to battle with any other guys. So I'm really excited about it.
Right in the front.
You've packed an amazing amount of basketball experience into a short time. Hard to think, just 14 months ago, you played your first playoff game, then you won a gold medal. You've gone on this run. How much have all of those experiences prepared you for Sunday, for Game 7?
Yeah, I think every experience you go through as an athlete is, a lesson. You can, learn from everything, learn from the wins, learn from the losses. All those things are, important. And yeah, my journey has been a lot of fun, but excuse me, I'm not necessarily trying to, give you guys a journey talk right now. I'm trying to, get prepared for Game 7. So maybe after that game is the time to really reflect on what it's been like. But yeah, it's really exciting.
Tomer standing in the back left.
Tomer Azzarello with Clutch Points. I'm just curious. It felt like everything you did today, whether it was pushing on the break, big shot, it felt like the crowd and the team felt more amped than usual, knowing what you've been going through and what you're putting yourself out there through. Did it feel like that to you? Did it feel like every shot, every assist that you had just felt like it got the crowd more amped than usual? I
wouldn't say it's a Tyrese thing. I feel like our crowd was just really excited for this game. They've really rallied and got behind our group. And, here's a do or die game. As much as, we didn't want to lose this game and see a celebration on our home floor, our fans didn't want to see that either, So I think that there's a lot of energy, excitement, throughout our city, and that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun to be a part of. This has been a special thing to be a part of here in Indianapolis, and yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Game 7.
Center, third row.
Hey, Tyrese. Last year, I believe we were in Utah, and Bruce Brown let you see his championship ring for a couple of minutes. What do you remember about that? And I guess, what would it mean to you in Game 7 to be able to win one?
Yeah. Bruce didn't let me see it often. He got it with us in Denver, and then he got traded shortly after. So I only got to see it for a little bit. But I think I've been fortunate enough to play with some teammates who have been fortunate enough to win championships themselves. And, I feel like as a basketball fan, I consistently annoy those guys. Like Tristan Thompson's kind of like my big brother, and we got traded here together. And as you guys know, I was a big Bron and Caps fan, so the amount of questions that I asked about that run and about that time, it just goes down the line, as a basketball fan and wanting to know more about it, I think is special. And now to be, creating our own run, is a lot of fun. And obviously win a championship would mean the world to me. But, we're not there yet. Still got a couple days. And, I'm looking forward to it.
Last two questions in this corner.
Tie that steal into no look to Pascal. What's going through your head in a play like that on the final stage? And when you're hurting, how much can a play like that make you forget that that's even something you're feeling?
Yeah, I think energy plays are important in the game of basketball. Anytime that, you can create energy within the game, especially on your home floor. I was so tired after that. I was really hoping they called the timeout, but we had to get back on defense. But, that's definitely a special moment, especially because we're always getting on Pascal for not dunking anymore. So that was really cool to see. But honestly, me and Pascal have not spoken about that play yet. I don't know if we will until this is over. But definitely a lot of fun. And if we are fortunate enough to go on to win this thing, I think that that play will be remembered for a long time. So definitely a lot of fun.
Last question here on the left side.
Tyrese, in all 6 games of this final so far, the team with more bench point ended up winning. So as the leader of this team, how do you see the spark your bench gives? And what does it say about the trust you have collectively across the board?
Yeah, all year we've just preached how important depth is to our success. And, I feel like we've really believed in our second group. They've been able to come in and pick up the energy when it's needed, when we're having good games, continue, to keep the energy flowing. Obviously TJ and Obi are kind of the head of that snake, off the bench, and we, still got Shep and Ben, and obviously Jarris is hurt right now, and, TB and Tony Brett. We just got so many different guys that can chip in, and that's the thing about, the NBA and the playoffs is you never know when your number is going to be called, and we have so many guys that are prepared, for that moment. And I didn't actually know that stat, but that's interesting. I think in the finals, especially in our series right now, all these games are coming down to the margins. That's what's important. Can you win the rebound battle? Can you win the turnover battle? Can you set the tone from a physicality standpoint? Those are all what's been very important through all these games. And I feel like whoever's done that has won the game. So going into Game 7, it's just important for us to control, the controllables, the effort stuff. That's going to be really important.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.